Hello student, myself Digant Sakhewala, I am your science sir. Today we will start chapter number 2, is matter around us a pure? Dear student, we find so many matter around us. They are in the solid form, liquid form or gaseous form. In the star we have plasma form, okay? As well as one Indian scientist, Bose and Einstein work together and they find out Bose-Einstein condensate. That is also the one part of the matter, okay? So matter are available in physical form, that is solid, liquid, gas, and plasma form, and chemical form in that element, compound and mixture it is available, okay? So is it pure? Most of the matter around we will get, they are the not pure, means some impurities are there. The best example is whatever we are drinking water, okay? That water is not pure water. Water means H2O, two hydrogen and oxygen, but actually it is not pure water. Pure water is called the distilled water, okay? Whatever we are drinking water, that is called the mineral water. In that some minerals are present, so because of that reason we get some taste, okay? So mineral, in that you can say the iron is present, calcium is present, that is present in very less amount, okay? So that is called the mineral water. Same way we have different category of water are also there, that we will learn later on, like soft water, hard water, okay, or heavy water, okay, that we will learn later on. First we want to understand that matter around us are not pure. It is a somewhat mixture of two or more matter or compound, we can say that. Same way gold, whatever we are using the gold as an ornament, pure gold is very fragile, okay? It is very soft, okay? So gold is not in the pure form. Gold, in that either we add silver or copper to get the property of malleability, okay? So gold is not pure. Pure gold is 24 karat, and whatever we are getting gold, that is a 22 karat. Means matter around us are not totally pure. In that something is added. Same way whatever we are getting milk in that not totally lactose sugar is present, okay? Mainly the milk, in that lactose sugar is present. With that some fat is also present, protein is also present, okay? So in that some impurities are there, we can say that impurity, but they are the useful components, okay? Same way so many alloys are there, okay? Alloys are the mixture of metal and non-metal, or metal and metal, that is called alloy, okay? Gold is best example of alloy, in that one another metal is mixed. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the mixture, solution, homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture, as well as different type of solution, okay? So one by one we will learn. When scientists say that something is pure, it means that all the constituent particles of that substance are same in their chemical nature. So when I can say that I have pure gold, means in that no impurities are present. If I say that I have pure water, means in that only water is present, only water, only H2O is there, no other impurities are there, okay? Distilled water, that is the best example of pure water, okay? It has no taste, understand? Most of the matter around us exists as a mixture of two or more pure components, for example seawater, mineral, soil, etc. So whatever we find around us, they are what? A mixture of so many components, or so many matter, or so many compound are there. Like seawater, we know that seawater, in that silver chloride is present, sodium chloride is present, sodium bromide is present, maximum salt are present. So it is the not the pure, in that so many matters are also added, okay? Same way we have minerals are there, so many minerals are there. In that with the one mineral, so many other impurities are also there. Like whenever we try to get aluminium, then Al2O3, with that some other components are also we get, okay? Soil is a homogeneous mixture, or we can say that heterogeneous mixture of so many components. Sand is also there, okay? Some liquid or gaseous molecules are also there, okay? So pure, we cannot say that any matter is pure. Some impurities are there, and that impurities may be useful also, understand? So we can say that particular matter is the we get in the mixture form. Mixture are constituted by the more than one kind of pure form of matter, okay? So suppose we think about any matter, okay, and that matter is available there also, but with that some other matter is also available. Like whenever we take any type of juices, in that main thing is juice is also present and water quantity is also present. So we are thinking about the only juice, but juice part is also there, some citric acid are there, okay? or tartaric acid are there, or fumaric acid are there in the juices, but with that some other minerals are also present, fat, protein is also present. Okay. Dissolved NaCl can be separated from water by the physical process of evaporation. Suppose I take NaCl, sodium chloride, that is called common salt, or aqueous solution is called the brine. Now aqueous means what? Excess of water, and brine means what? When we dissolve the NaCl in water, that is called brine. Okay. In day-to-day life we use word salt. Salt means many salt are there. Okay. And whatever salt we are using, that is called common salt, sodium chloride, or that is called brine. So whenever NaCl is dissolved in the water, at that time by the evaporation we get again the NaCl. Okay. But we cannot separate Na and Cl by the any physical process. Okay. Condensation, evaporation, sublimation, these all are called what? Physical process. Chemical process are what? Oxidation, reduction. Okay. These all are called what? We have chemical process. So by physical process we cannot separate Na and Cl, or suppose we have something else are there like aluminum oxide, Al2O3, we cannot separate physically Al and oxygen. Okay, like in water we cannot separate physically hydrogen and oxygen, we have to start some other reaction, and by that way we can separate the hydrogen and oxygen from the water. NaCl, in that Na, sodium and chlorine cannot be separated by the physical process. We have to carry out some electrochemical reaction. When we pass electricity, then we can separate. By physical way we cannot separate, like condensation, evaporation, or sublimation, like that process we cannot separate NaCl, or we cannot separate the H2O from that H and hydrogen and oxygen. Mixture contain more than one pure substances. Okay, so mixture is what? It contain more than one pure substances. Okay, like whenever in the milk so many components are present, carbohydrate are present, protein is present, fat is present. Okay, so many components are present. Homogeneous mixture. Okay, so mixture is divided into two parts. One is homogeneous mixture and the other is heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture, in that the state of the mixture is remain common. So all the components are either remain in the gaseous form, okay, or they are remain in the liquid or solid form, means the total state of the mixture is remain common. Homogeneous mixture which has a uniform composition throughout such a mixture are called the homogeneous mixture. Okay, suppose we take the sugar is initially in the solid form. Whenever we dissolve in the water, now solid form to it convert into the liquid form. Okay, now we cannot separate sugar and water physically, so it is called homogeneous mixture. Okay, suppose we have gases are there like air in that we cannot separate oxygen, nitrogen. Okay, so air is also homogeneous mixture. Okay, somewhere if we find some suspended particles are there, some particles are present, so at that time we can say that air is a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, heterogeneous mixture which contain physically distinct part and have non-uniform composition is called the heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so suppose we take the sand and water. Whenever we try to dissolve, sand and water are not miscible easily, they are not dissolved, sand is not dissolved in the water. At that time we can separate the sand and water, two states are in different form. At that time we can say that the sand and water is a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, because their composition, they are not totally miscible. Solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Okay, the solution is what? It is a homogeneous mixture. Solution particularly we will use for the homogeneous mixture. It is the mixture of two or more substances which are either soluble in each other or they are miscible in each other. Solution has solid, liquid and gaseous state also. So we cannot say that solution means always in liquid form, because whenever we visited any chemistry lab, then we find the most of the compound are in the liquid form. It does not mean that solutions are in liquid form, solutions are in solid form also. Gold is the best example. When gold in that silver or copper is added, then it is called the solid solution. Okay, liquid solution, so many examples are there, and gaseous we know that air, if we can say that air is a homogeneous mixture. Alloys. Homogeneous mixture of metals and non-metals are called the alloy. Alloy is the homogeneous mixture of metal and metal or metal and non-metal, that is called the alloy. So now you think that what is alloy? At day-to-day life, whatever we are using, steel. Steel is the homogeneous mixture of iron and carbon. Iron is metal and carbon is what? Non-metal. Same way, we have another example, gold. We can say that gold and copper, or gold and silver, both are metal and metal. Okay, so it is also the example of alloy. Brass is a homogeneous mixture of 30% zinc and 70% copper. Okay, dear student, you are in the 9th standard, so now you get the habit that you have to write the any element in the symbol form, like zinc is Zn and copper is what? Cu. So brass is the homogeneous mixture of 30% zinc and 70% copper. Solution is a mixture of solute and solvent. So solution is the mixture of solute and solvent. Now you think that what is solute? Solute means the compound which is present in the less amount, that is called solute. Okay. And what is solvent? The compound which is present in more amount, that is called solvent. Suppose we want to make the solution of sugar and water. So we take the water in more quantity in the glass and we add the sugar. Sugar is in the less quantity, so it is called solute, and water is in the more quantity, so it is called solvent. It is not compulsory that we take always water. Okay. Suppose you take alcohol and water, or suppose you take kerosene and you try to mix in the petrol or ether, then what happens? They are also miscible. The compound which is present in the less amount, that is called solute, and the compound which is present in more amount, that is called solvent. Solute means compound which is present in less amount, and solvent means the compound present in the more amount. So the mixture of solute and solvent is called the solution. Hello student, we will learn about the example of solution and properties of the solution. Okay. A solution of the sugar and water. So sugar and water, in that sugar is act as a solute and water is act as a solvent, because sugar is in the small amount, so it is called solute, and water is in the more amount, so it is called solvent. Okay. A solution of iodine in alcohol is known as tincture of iodine. So tincture of iodine, in that we take the iodine crystal is in the solid form, and we take the alcohol in the liquid form as a solvent. So we mix, then we are getting tincture of iodine. Dear student, you should know what is called crystal. Crystal means regular arrangement of atoms and ion, they are called crystal. It has particular shape and size, they are called crystal. Opposite of crystal is called what? Amorphous. Amorphous means what? The matter which has not particular shape and size, they are called the amorphous compound. So here iodine is what? Crystal, and when we dissolve in the alcohol, then we get the tincture iodine solution. Aerated drinks like the soda water etc. are gas in liquid solution. These contain carbon dioxide gas as solute and water as a solvent. So many times we are going to drink the soft drink, like so many are available in the market. So whenever we observe from outside, it is looking like liquid form, but whenever we open, then the gases are come out from that. Means carbon dioxide is present at the high pressure. Okay. So carbon dioxide is dissolved in the water, only reason is that carbon dioxide is pressurized in the water. Okay, and whenever we open, then the carbon dioxide is coming from higher pressure to the lower pressure. Okay, so carbon dioxide is also make the solution in the water. So air is a homogeneous mixture, in that mainly two gases are present, that is 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen, and other gases are present in the very small quantity. Properties of solution. Okay, a solution is a homogeneous mixture, means totally it is in the either solid form, liquid form, or it is in the gaseous form. The particle of a solutions are smaller than the 1 nanometer in diameter, so it cannot be seen by the naked eyes. Okay, so its range is what? 1 nanometer, 10⁻⁹ meter. Dear student, now you know that in the mobile there is a one word come nano SIM. So nowadays the nanotechnology come in the existence. Okay, it has no relation with the nano car which Tata made it. Okay, so nanotechnology is working on what? 10⁻⁹ meters. So these particles are on the scale of 10⁻⁹ meters, so they are not visible by the naked eye. We have to use two microscope. One is called STM, scanning tunneling microscope, or we have to use the another microscope, that is called AFM, atomic force microscope. Because of very small particle size, they do not scatter a beam of light passing through a solution, so the path of the light is not visible in the solution. So scattering of light is known as the Tyndall effect. Okay, so suppose we make the suspended solution. Suspended solution means not soluble. Solid is not easily soluble in the water or any solvent. So that particles are not soluble. So whenever we pass the light, then what happens, that particles scatter the light in different direction. So it is the example of what? Suspended solution. But whenever we prepare homogeneous solution, okay, and we pass the light, then light is not scattered, it pass directly. Okay, so it indicates that the solution is homogeneous solution or the solution is true solution. So many book in that instead of homogeneous solution, true solution word is also used. The solid particle cannot be separated from the mixture by the process of filtration. So whenever we make the sugar and water solution, okay, and we try to separate now sugar and water separately, and we use a filter paper or we use any method for the filtration, but we cannot separate the sugar and water by the filtration method. Okay, or also we can take the example like we take the salt and water, in that also we are not able to separate the NaCl and the water by the filtration method. Yeah, we can separate them by the evaporation method, but by the filtration method we are not able to separate them. The solid particles do not settle down when left undisturbed, that is a solution is a stable. Solution is a stable. Many times we observe in the tank, okay, to store the water we have tank at home. So whenever we see inside, then so many salt is deposited at the bottom, understand? So many salt is deposited because it is the unstable solution, it is a suspended solution, it is not homogeneous solution or it is not true solution. But whenever true solution are there, then what happen, the solution is remain as it is, solid not convert into liquid or liquid not convert into solid, particles are not settled down, understand? So we can say that the solid particles do not settle down, the solution is stable for the long time. So this is all about some properties of the solution, heterogeneous mixture, homogeneous mixture. Thank you so much.